Welcome to 93 Days presented by Unseasoned Outdoors. This is our new Michigan deer hunting series that's going to follow this group of guys throughout the whole entire Michigan deer hunting season.
So 93 Days is based off the traditional Michigan deer hunting season. From October 1st to January 1st, there's 93 days.
The whole point of what we're going to try to do is tell the story of us guys from October 1st until January 1st and everywhere in between on a weekly basis. We're going to follow 5 guys, myself, Hunter, Lance, Steve, and then my dad. And we're all going to be hunting some different pieces of ground.
We'll be hunting anywhere from large private parcels to small canoe-in public parcels of ground each week and anywhere in between.
What's really cool about the diversity of places that we're going to be hunting is that we feel like it really is going to tell the story of Michigan deer hunting. There's a lot of guys that have big leases to hunt, and there's also a lot of guys that are limited to small public land pressured hunting here in Michigan. So we want to really be able to highlight and tell the story of all those different places and the different methods that we're going to go about hunting it. We've been hard at work all summer getting food plots ready to go, setting up tree stands, hanging trail cameras, and we have a pretty good inventory of bucks that we'll show you guys next week, and we're looking forward to that. But we're going to let Hunter tell you guys about the kind of how his season is going to shape up, as he's going to have a little different look to the last couple weeks of September here.
So you won't see much of me till the first week of October, because I'm heading up to Alaska to go moose hunting. So I'll be kind of going in blind and just seeing how it goes without much preparation at all. I'll have a lot of trail cameras to check back, and for the first week I'm just going to be going off historical knowledge and what I see on the trail cameras.
Hunter's start to the season is going to be probably similar to a lot of Michigan deer hunters. Not a whole lot of crazy intel and just going in and trying to hunt. So like I said, this whole series is not dedicated to the big buck, and it probably won't garner a whole lot of outside attention, but Michigan deer hunting is something that we're really passionate about, and we want to shed light on it and honor it for what it is. And we really look forward to taking you guys through our stories throughout the season, and hope you guys follow along. To wrap up this episode, I'm going to go back here behind my shoulder and show you guys the property that I'm going to be hunting mostly this fall. We've done a lot of work on it this summer to get it up to hopefully a deer factory, but it's probably going to be far from that. But we'll go back here and take a look at it and show you guys what I'm going to be hunting throughout the season. Well, I'm out here on my home property this morning doing a quick card pull and kind of some last minute preparations for the season coming up. But I wanted to kind of give a brief explanation on this property. Like I mentioned, it's my home property. It's right off my back door, and it's about 8 acres, and it's going to be where I'm going to do a lot of my I call it casual or midweek hunting, and where I'm going to do a lot of the updates, the intros for this series. This is a small family property, and we're actually sandwiched between 2 of my uncles. So my dad and I hunt here, and then my uncles and cousins hunt on each side of us. And it's really cool. Over the last couple of years, we've tried to do a bunch of ground improvement, habitat improvement, food plots to try and make this place hunt a little better. It's not really big, and we're in a really pressured neighborhood, but we're trying to do whatever we can to improve the habitat, to at least have deer living here part of the year or passing through here consistently during the season. Obviously, if you look over my shoulder here, you can see this food plot, and this is the first time we've ever done a deer specific food plot back here. It used to get farmed, and last year it was just tall weeds. We just let it grow up. But this year we actually made a food plot, and it's doing really well. A farmer down the road was gracious enough to come till it up and plant it for us, and we tried to give these deer really with the idea of having good late season food. Once the crops come off in this area, there's hardly anything for food, and what we've kind of noticed over the last couple of years is the deer tend to gravitate to wherever the food is in the neighborhood, which generally is not here. So a lot of this stuff, there's like radishes and turnips that we're hoping are gonna last and be in the ground until late into the year. Having deer living here in December is gonna improve the hunting here a lot late season, which has traditionally been really rough. To go along with the food plot though, my cousin Zach, who runs the Rewa Report on YouTube, he's got some cool stuff on there. He created this method of making these rabbit huts that also double as horizontal cover for deer. And this woods behind me is all tall, mature red pines with hardly any ground cover. So this off season we went through kind of in the middle of our woods here and cut a bunch of pine trees and made a bunch of these rabbit hut piles. And like I said, they create good horizontal cover. We did a video on that. I'll link it in the description here. But just kind of a cool way that we've tried to improve this bedding as well, and it turned out really good. So what we kind of have going on this farm new for us this year is a brand new food plot, enhanced bedding. We're trying to make the deer feel as comfortable as possible in a pressured neighborhood back here. And I plan to hunt this a lot. This is probably where I'll be October 1st, and you know, a lot of weekday hunts that just get out of work and come sneak out here and get in the blind or get in the stand, whether it's me or my dad, like I mentioned, that hunts back here as well. We've had some pictures of some good bucks this year. Unfortunately, a lot of them have seemed to relocate these last couple weeks. The bean field on the west side of this is pretty much like any crop in Michigan this year is early. And those beans are kind of yellow, and it seems like the deer aren't hitting it a ton anymore like they were. But there has been some good bucks back here, and I'll show some of those off next week on the episode as well. But for the most part, it's just going to be a spot where I can sneak back and have some fun, enjoy hunting on the family farm. And I've had some good hunts back here in the past. I've shot a couple nice bucks, so you never know. It's Michigan deer hunting, but when you catch a buck doing the right thing, it could be good. Well, I appreciate you joining us for the first episode of 93 Days. We're really looking forward to this. I think it has the potential to be really cool. Hopefully we can get some deer down on the first couple weeks to make it worthwhile. But you know, whether we're killing bucks or not, I think there's valuable lessons to be learned. Just kind of seeing how different people go about Michigan hunting season in different ways. I think it'll be really cool. We'll be able to showcase a lot of different hunting styles and different hunting properties and different caliber deer that everyone is going after. So it should be really fun. We're planning on posting every Wednesday, so check back weekly as we update through the season. We're just going to kind of tell the story of how our season progresses, the good and the bad. So we're really looking forward to it. Thank you guys again for viewing, and we'll see you next Wednesday.